Hi, and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is your weekly reading in Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Aquarius. This is a general read, so I would suggest take whatever message resonates with you and leave everything else behind. If the reading does connect with you, there is an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. Thank you for that. So Aquarius, how are you doing? How were the first 2 weeks of November? Hopefully the first week was exciting for you. So let's think about and focus on the thought that brought you to this reading. The question in your mind that brought you here. Take a deep breath. There you go. And just focus on that thought. Maybe this reading has answers or intuitions about it. Let's see what's going on for you in the second week of November. Ace of Chalices. Self-love, true love for self. Being blocked by Ace of Wands. Past situations. Chariot. Future situations. Nine of Coins. Mind's ambition. Two of Coins, juggling opportunities. Heart's desire. The Moon, understanding the mysteries, conquering the fear. Releasing this Chariot. Actually, seems like the Chariot was previous movement about maybe a current situation you might be in. A current situation where you might have started a new job, role, situation, project, and you're juggling that, trying to find monetary success, and that somehow is also connected to your self-love and self-appreciation. There's like a sort of fear related to this situation that you are going, the venture you went, the venture you've started. It's like a creative venture. So there's like a sort of fear about it. Chariot being in the past means you've already started the process. And you're thinking of trying to get to this Nine of Pentacles, stabilized money situation. And that transition process, there's a fear about it. Suggested advice or action, Six of Wands. Context for this advice or action, Four of Pentacles. So all the opportunities coming your way, they truly connect with you, and like the stability that you're seeking, the evaluation you're seeking is there. So you no longer need to fear it. Hopes and fears, strength. So hoping for strength, potential outcome. Page of Wands. Growing personal, like it's like a fairy energy, it's like dreamy energy. In the nights you can just, it's like you're able to find those opportunities in reality. But let's see where you are at right now. You are in this moment where you started this new venture. You started this new creative project, new creative situation. It took you a while to even get here, like for your Chariot to keep moving forward. See, there are two cats here, a dark one and a light one. You had to connect to the mystery and the intellect, the strength and the fear, both of them together. Channeled all those feelings together and then move forward. So even to start this venture, it took you a while. It took you a while to just believe in your creative spark and then start expressing it. And in this moment, you are looking for some evaluation, some sort of like validation of your work, some sort of evaluation in terms of success metrics or otherwise, in hopes for this amazing Nine of Pentacles, that kind of abundance where you can see success floating in for you, like flowing in for you. This Page of Wands energy where it's like everything is like it's like a fairy dust kind of energy where your dreams, you get these dreams, amazing night dreams, and like they somehow seem so connected to reality. It's like fairy at night comes, it gives you more ideas, and they're somehow so closely connected to reality. So you're transitioning to that phase by believing in your creative spark, by believing in your intuitions, by believing in your feelings. But there's still a mystery, there's still a fear, the moon energy behind it. There's still a lack of 100% conviction while your chariot is moving forward. Like you figured out how to start this chariot, which has no horses. It just starts with your mind power. You figure out how to start the chariot, but somehow you have not mastered it yet. You have not figured out all the controls of it. There is a disconnect between completely being convinced about your true energy, your true power, and then making all these fairy dreams a reality. You're hoping for all the success and all the like strength to get over this fear. And it's all in the books. Like everything is as it's supposed to be. To face whatever you are going in this moment, which might be like a fear, like a lack of 100% conviction as to what you're doing. Fear of failure, fear of like not having any success in this, the amount, like basically your survival might be in question. So you're also fearing that. So you're trying to think of maybe you should take up another job opportunity, if you should take up another venture. But that's where it is no. You have to still remain focused on this. You should stay focused on your true ability to express yourself. And this creative spark has given you, this creative venture has given you that avenue to fully express yourself without any inhibition. And that's what's taking you in the forward direction. Six of Wands also points towards like once you start applying yourself, getting to this Nine of Coins, there would be like phases of it where you would have to get to some achievements and then grow the next phase and then finally find this amazing abundance. During all those phases, all the conversations that you may or may not have to do, be completely self-aware. So Six of Wands is a very self-aware social person who can seek opportunities and yet maintain their charisma and charm. Especially when in phases you haven't reached a stability and you are going through those conversations that you hoped to have had done when you had reached the stability. It's like the imbalance of your expectation when you started this venture and you had like this some expectation of timeline in terms of like what time you will achieve what stability, what monetary flow would start coming in, and then you had conversations in your mind or you had new projects, like sequential projects to keep making this venture a successful one. not having reached those monetary milestones or social appraisal milestones of sharing your work or starting a venture or not having that business success that you were hoping for. Despite going through those phases of shaky stability, try to stay charismatic, grounded, and fully aware in the moment. Try to use all your emotions and instincts in that moment. Be fully aware about all the feelings you get and be stable and grounded when you're having conversations externally. That will allow you to showcase like your true self and keep showcasing your authentic, and that's authentic vibe, and that's what actually people or that's what people are seeking, the true self, the authentic self, which for most is kind of lost right now. And that's what you're seeking too, like in terms of finding the self-love, self-trust, while you're going through this transition, you're going through this shaky financial instability. Could be a very hard transition if it has impacted your survivability. And the fears that you might go through, the fears of not being able to being successful at it, the fear of failure, or the lack of conviction, that all while you're working on this adventure, on this venture, all that fear should not be reflected. And that's where you need to create this balanced approach about how to resolve your emotions when you feel those fears, when you feel that anxiety. How to get through that fright of completing your work when you are in a stage of financial instability. Going through that would bring you this strength, this belief in yourself. Going through that unstable phase would bring in this belief in yourself that would automatically create the flow of this pentacle energy towards you. And that's a learning curve in this moment, where you realize that being completely self-aware, self-loving, self-trusting, showcasing your true self, authentic self, all the time, despite you may or may not have met your financial stability or your survivability might also be in question. Despite that fear, despite the fear of not being able to make it, not being able to find that, like daily, like even daily expense, not being able to find that, the fear of that, the lack of belief in yourself or the lack of conviction in fully expressing yourself, or being overcritical about yourself or your work, all of that should not be reflected when you are creating that work, when you are using this creative spark. Balancing your emotions, balancing that fear and controlling it, keeping it under the wraps, accepting it, understanding it when it comes, and yet going through it, being stable through it, being grounded in that moment. That's what will bring you all the strength you need, all the wisdom you need to allow this amazing pentacle energy to flow through you, to make all these fairy dreams come true. So to conclude your general reading, Aquarius, in the past you have decided to move forward, to let go, a way of approaching money and pentacle situation in your old way. Letting go of that and allowing your creative spirit to flow through you. You've moved on to a new venture, new creative venture, where you're finding a new way to express yourself, express your feelings, express your emotions and thoughts. In this moment where you're going through this building phase of this venture, you are going through shaky moments where you're questioning your conviction, you're questioning your abilities. There's a fear of success, fear of stability, fear of survival. That is causing you to question your own self-trust, your self-belief, hampering your self-love, self-affection. All of that can affect your authentic self, impact you in unconscious ways that might not be visible in the moment, but might hurt you in the future. That's where the card suggests to stay grounded in the moment. If you feel any anxiety, any fear, any belief of lack of conviction, let that feeling flow through you. Allow that emotion to pass. Because once it passes and you stay grounded, you will still be able to express your thoughts very clearly. That clearance, that authentic self, that's what would bring you the stability, the pentacle energy you're hoping. And going through this unstable financial situations and still staying true to yourself, that's what will bring you all the strength, all the wisdom you need. The wisdom, the strength you need to allow the pentacles to flow in, the amazement of all the fairy dreams becoming reality. It's all in your hands. Just let it happen. Stay true and stay patient when you feel that fear. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, there is an extended to it. In the extended, I will look more at your current overall energy, how you're feeling in this moment, how we can balance, how we can find more of this self-love, self-affection, messages from the oracle, and timing related to this 9 of Pentacles. Actually, we will look timing related to this 4 of Pentacles too. So that would be initial phase and the 9 of Pentacles. All of that I will look in the extended. If you would like to join me there, the link for that is below in the description box. I hope you liked the reading, and if you did, please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you for joining me here, and have an amazing week. Bye.